So hello everyone, my name is Rishikarya. Currently I am doing my MTech in Mechanical Engineering from IISc Bangalore, and currently I am in second year of my MTech. So as we all know that GATE result is out and MTech admission in IISc as well as IIT has been started, and if you go and check the admission brochure of IIT and IISc, you may find that in many branches, many core as well as interdisciplinary branches in many IITs as well as in IISc, they are conducting interview for MTech admission. So how much important this interview? Like I have seen such a cases. Let's say if I am talking about my branch and MTech in Mechanical Engineering from IISc Bangalore, the 30% weightage is for interview and 70% weightage is for gate score. It seems to be at like very less weightage of the gate, very less weightage of the interview. But I've seen such cases where people gets a double-digit rank in mechanical paper and got rejected in interview. And on the other hand, I have seen such cases where at the rank of 500 plus and in general category, people do get admission in IISc mechanical specialization. So interview plays a very important role, first thing. Now second thing is where to find which branches have interview and what is the percentage of weightage of the interview, whether they are going to conduct a written test or not, or is there any other thing. You have to read the MTech brochure of each and every college which is available on their individual website, right? So let's say in IISc, many few branches like aerospace, chemical, civil, they have a direct 100% admission based on gate score, but in mechanical, electronics and many other branches, they have a 70% let's say gate score and 30% interview. So you have to prepare well for interview. Now in this video, I'm going to guide you how to prepare for interview, any interview, whether they are core or interdisciplinary, whether you are from any branch and you are applying any IIT. This video is going to help you in any aspect, right? Because in this video, I'm going to discuss a very rough idea how you can prepare any interview. But as I said, I am from a mechanical and I'm doing MTech in Mechanical at IISc. I can guide very well in how you can prepare and what can you expect in mechanical interview at IISc. So first, I will give you a brief idea that how can someone prepare for a mechanical interview, and then I will give you a rough idea that how can someone prepare for any other interview for any branches, MTech branches of in any college and for any gate paper for any BTech branch, right? So stay tuned with me and watch till the last. And whether you if you are not from mechanical, then you can skip this part. I will highlight this and you can directly skip to the general discussion. So in mechanical, at IISc in mechanical, the average duration of the interviews are somewhat around 15 to 20 minutes, and they are going to ask a question from one favorite subject and one mathematics. Yes, only one favorite subject. They will not ask multiple favorite subject, 4 to 5 favorite subject like BRC interview. They will ask a one favorite subject and they will ask a question 10 to 15 minutes from that subject, and remaining part time, if that video extend very much, I mean not a video, if your interview extend very much in technical part, then they can skip mathematics part, and if technical parts over very early, then they can ask much questions from mathematics part. So you can pick any of your favorite subject and they will ask a basic question. By the way, yes, I'm also providing a previous interview experience which is available. You can go in description and click on the link where I have pasted a few interview experience of a person who gave the interview at IISc Mechanical and got selected. So based on that, you can get a rough idea that which kind of questions they are asking. First thing, you have picked any favorite subject. They can ask to derive any formula, they can ask any just only formula, assumption behind that formula, how this formula came, and kind of lots of cross questions They can ask a conceptual question. They can ask to solve a kind of problem. If you go check and if you go to that PDF provided by me, you can find there are some problem which is directly like kind of which we have solved in GATE examination. So from that level to very advanced level to derive any complicated formula, they can ask anything. So pick one subject of your favorite subject and read a standard book. I strongly recommend to prepare for the interview at IISc. You have to read any standard book. Pick one book of your favorite subject, one standard book, and read it thoroughly. Every concept, every assumption, every formula, every derivation, read it thoroughly. They can ask anything from any corner of that subject. Now, second thing is, if you are picking any subject, then you have to cover all the boundary of that subject. Like let's say if you are speaking a strength of material, the boundary of that subject touches the machine design and also engineering mechanics. So you have to understand, you have to have a very good conceptual clarity of its application as well as its fundamental, right? So you have to little bit touch engineering mechanics or the machine design if you are choosing a strength of material. On the other hand, if you are choosing a heat transfer, let's say they can go to the convection, and inside the convection they can ask anything from the boundary layer theory. So you have to touch a fluid mechanics also. So kind of thing is yes, they will ask they will ask multiple questions from your one favorite subject, but don't bound yourself to the one subject. Try to cover all the related subject also. And in mathematics, they can ask up to plot any function. Let's say for example this function, or they will provide some another function, plot first, then give another function, multiply both the function, then plot second and on the same plane, and they will give a two different function, plot on the same plane, same scale, and find out the solution where it intersect. This kind of question from a plotting is very frequent. Other than that, they can ask a fundamental questions from, let's say, what is eigenvectors, what is eigenvalue, what is vector space, what is nullity, null space, kind of thing from linear algebra, another subject also. And try to relate all the subject, whether they are whether that subject is your favorite subject of mechanical, or whether that subject is engineering mathematics. Try to relate it with the real life, where this concept actually significance of every concept, where it applies to the real life. Go in surrounding how this concept is directly useful. Second thing is, if you ask what, why, how, then you can get a very good conceptual clarity. Like asking how this is happening, why we are taking this, what we have to do if this, not this, kind of thing. Asking a questions, how, what, why, how, to the every concept, you will get a very good conceptual clarity. So by that, taking that in mind, you have to read your one favorite subject. Other than your favorite subject, they can ask questions from your internship, they can ask a question from your job experience, they can ask question from your BTech project, if you have published any paper or anything related to research, they can ask from that also. So try to revise all those stuff and prepare all those stuff, right? Other than that, other than your favorite subject, related subject, mathematics, your BTech project, your job experience, your internship experience, all these things are technical stuff. But other than technical stuff, they can ask why you want to join MTech Mechanical Engineering at IISc. Especially this question comes to topper, whoever double digit rank and who are appearing for the interview. They will ask first question, why MTech? Why you don't want to join any PSU? Will you be stay here? Will you do MTech sincerely or not? They are also checking that whether you are going to do MTech seriously, or you are taking it as a backup option, and when you are getting a PSU you will leave. That kind of person, if they identify you, if you are that kind of person, then they are not going to select you irrespective of your rank. So show some sincerity that you want to do MTech here. Why? They will also ask why you want to do, why not PSU. So prepare some kind of answer that why you want to do MTech. You are interested in research, you are interested in core stuff, and lots of things, right? So they will check that also. So this is all about MTech interview at for mechanical engineering at IISc. Prepare well, thoroughly. Go and check the file provided by me in description box, and pick any good textbook of your favorite subject. Prepare it. Prepare mathematics. That's it. Now on the next part of this video, I will cover in general discussion that how someone else can prepare for interview, right? So let's say if you are from any electronics background, you are applying MTech in electronics at IISc. On the other hand, you are applying MTech in some interdisciplinary branch in other IIT, and you are applying multiple places. You have a totally different kind of experience. If you are from any branch and you are applying in same branch, core branch, if you are from core branch and you are applying in a core branch, and in most of IIT, admission in core branch is directly based on gate score, but in IISc it is not. There is an interview, and even in maybe some few IITs is conducting interview for a few branches. So if you are from core branches and if you are applying in same type of branches, then you can expect questions from your core branches only. Let's say if you are electronics background and you are applying here in electronics or VLSI branch, you can expect question from your electronics branch only, right? So just prepare whatever you have studied in your BTech, in your during your gate preparation, and in that also they may ask a favorite subject, and they can ask questions from the favorite subject. But if you are applying in interdisciplinary branch, right, you are from any branch and you are applying in interdisciplinary branch where multiple people are applying, then what kind of questions you can expect? First question that you can expect is, why this branch only? Why not another branch only? Why not for, let's say if you are applying in smart manufacturing, your first two preferences mechanical, and first mechanical, second is computational and data science, third is smart manufacturing in IISc. In smart manufacturing interview, they can ask, you have choose first mechanical, second computational data science, and third smart manufacturing. These three all branches are very different. They are not similar kind of. So what's your actual interest? Why you want to join this? What actually attracts you about this branch? What you have, like, according to you, what is this branch is about? You should prepare all this stuff. You should read about that branch, about the curriculum of that branch, about ongoing projects of that branch, about the future perspective, about industrial scenario, what is actually going on in industry. Let's say industry 4.0, yeah. Let's say about IoT. They can ask this stuff in smart manufacturing interview. Or let's say if you are applying in a robotics branch and you are from mechanical background, they can ask questions from few electronic stuff like a controller or sensors and all. So wherever you are applying, you have to read thoroughly about that branch, about basics of that branch. They are not expecting an in-depth knowledge about that branch, but at least some basic stuff. For example, if you are applying in computational and data science, they can expect at least you have basic knowledge of coding, basic knowledge of mathematics, basic knowledge of linear algebra, probability, right? So you have to have this kind of basic knowledge about that branch where you are applying. That is first thing. Second thing, why you want to join this branch, for about that all these questions which I discussed earlier. And third thing, how this branch is related to your branch. Means let's say if you are applying in some energy science and you have done BTech in mechanical engineering. So in energy science, how your BTech mechanical fundamentals you are going to apply in energy science. This energy science and mechanical have some few common area like thermal engineering. They are also using thermal engineering to develop their thermal equipments. They can ask questions from thermal engineering as well. So if that branch is related to your branch, they can ask questions from common area. Let's say for robotics, they can ask questions from kinematics and dynamics of linkage and all this stuff, theory of machine and all, because they are going to use in robotics as well as they can ask a basic question from which is not related to your branch but which is necessary for that applying branch. I said sensors and controllers and all that stuff. They can ask questions from that also. So read about basic about that branch, about your intersection concepts and future scope and all this stuff. So this is how you can prepare for any interdisciplinary interview at any college, whether you are applying from any gate paper, you are from any BTech branch, whether you are applying in any MTech branch or in any college. You have to follow this strategy. But before that, to understand the thing, which branch has interview and which branch has a written test, for that you have to go and check the brochure of every IIT provided by every IIT. Go and check it, and so go and check it. What are the important things? Even few branches have a written test, few branches have a aptitude test. Let's say in MTech, MDes in product design and manufacturing at IISc, they have a design aptitude test. It's not a ordinary aptitude test. It has a design aptitude test where they will give you any problem related to designing, where your creativity will test. So creativity as well as your you have some kind of sketching skills and all. In computational and data science, they are taking a written test as well as interview. Both in written test they will ask questions from aptitude, mathematics and basics of coding question. In interview also they can ask questions. Yes, one more important thing, they can ask questions irrespective of your applying branch or your BTech branch. They can ask questions from your BTech branch. I mean, I've seen people in NIIT interview also, they have asked questions from the thermodynamics, which is totally irrelevant for the NIIT person, but still they are checking that what you have studied in BTech, whether you have studied it properly or not, right? So apart from that branch, apart from your intersection part, apart from that all the stuff, they can ask questions from your BTech branch also. Any question from your BTech branch, even if it is irrelevant, right? So prepare your BTech branch related stuff, at least basic stuff. Means for example, if you are mechanical engineering and someone asks you a laws of thermodynamics, and if you couldn't answer that question, no matter where you are going to take admission, but they will say you have studied the 4 years of mechanical engineering, you don't know this, then how can we give you admission here? What you are going to study here? Nothing, right? So at least do some revision of your BTech branch, study basic stuff, right? So all these things you have to study. Though I am not give you a proper idea, but in just a rough discussion you got what can be expected and what can be prepare for interview. So all the best for your interview, any interview. And if you have any other question, any other doubt, you can message me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. So okay, thank you for watching this video.